Hello, welcome back to P-Storm. I am Pluvius Lilon, and today we're playing Ghost Trick. Now, when we last left off, apparently something happened at the chicken kitchen, so we're gonna go check that out now. I can't just get the images I saw at the police headquarters out of my head. The person who shot me tonight is the last person in the world I want to believe did it. Now I'm here at the place she and I agreed to meet. The restaurant the police were staking out as Point X. But when I got here, I found the place in ruins. That's a big chicken. Whoa, what in the world happened here? Oh, the heavens, what do I do? If I had known something like this would happen, I would have paid the poor child more. I would have cooked more chicken for her. I would have sung to her as much as she liked until she had her fill. Actually, about the singing, she did tell me she'd had her fill a time or two. The chef seems to be in quite a panic. Anyway, at least it doesn't look like the waitress is dead. I can possess his hat. Ah. I can't actually do anything with it, though. Okay, let's roll this tile over here. According to that police radio conversation I heard, Lynn should be here. But I don't see her anywhere. Seems like bad luck has it in for that redhead. So I was half expecting to see her in trouble again. I spotted the corpse of the van driver. Uh-oh. Look at me, I'm dead. What took you so long? Well, that's one way to greet a guy. What happened here? Hey, how should I know? I'm the victim. Is it just my imagination, or is she getting more and more brazen every time she dies? Oh, that's because I'm a detective. Have to be tough, you know? Well, and how'd it go? Did you check out tomorrow's work schedule for prisoner D99? Yeah, just like I promised. Actually, I have a few things I want to ask you about, too. Sure. We agreed to use each other after all, right? Okay, let's swap info then. On my way here, I stopped by the Chief of Police's office. Oh, it was on your way, was it? And while I was there, I saw who did it. I saw my murderer. You saw him? Where? How? Not him. Her. There's a security camera set up there at the junkyard where I got shot. The security tape showed the person who shot me. It was you. What do you have to say for yourself, detective? It wasn't me. I didn't shoot you. If I recall, this is what you said about who shot me. My memory just isn't clear on that part. So how can you say for sure that it wasn't you? Because I told you before. You were supposed to give me some information. Information, huh? Maybe that information was the reason you shot me. What do you mean? You said you had information on the case I'm looking into, so I'd hardly shoot you before I even heard that information, right? I agree. That wouldn't make sense if it was before. Huh? But what if it was after you'd already gotten the information from me? I definitely told you something then. And whatever it is, it really shocked you. What did I tell you? I don't remember. I don't know. You've got to believe me. After you saved me, I thought I got all my memories back. But maybe I really didn't. You told me something? I can't remember that part at all. You got the information you wanted from me, and then you shot me. Isn't that what happened? No, I didn't shoot you. Please tell me, what did you tell me that time? What did I learn from you? Just like you said, each prisoner has a little blackboard in his cell. But the thing is, there wasn't anything written on prisoner D99's blackboard. It was blank. What? I guess maybe it means his schedule for tomorrow hasn't been decided yet? Blank? Blank? No! Huh? I didn't think she'd lose it over a blank blackboard. How come you're so upset about the undecided work schedule? I get the feeling that back when I was alive, I never had much of a schedule to worry about myself. Do you know what it means when a prisoner doesn't have a schedule for the next day? Huh? It means something? It doesn't mean he doesn't have work to do. It's more like he can't work. And that's because he's going to be executed. Executed? Do you know what prisoner D99's crime was? I think so. They said something about him murdering his wife right in front of a family member. That's what they say, but it's not true. He would never... Detective Jode would never do something like that. And the death penalty hasn't been enforced in this country for a very long time. Not for decades. Even if the prisoner wants it, like in this case... The prisoner wants it? There's definitely something else going on with this case. I just know it. Now I have to find out what. If his schedule was blank for tomorrow, I have to do it right now. So this prisoner D99, Detective Jode, he must be connected to me in some way too. After all, he obviously knows me. The police were staking this restaurant out tonight. They called it Point X. Point X, huh? That's a good name for this place. That white-suited inspector was surprised to find you just casually waltzed in here. Inspector Cabanella? What in the world made you pick this place anyway? I guess I'd have to say because of you. Me? Huh? Do you remember that note I found? Yeah, I remember. That note I didn't get a chance to read. It had a place and a time written on it. The Chicken Kitchen, 10 o'clock. In other words, I was supposed to meet somebody here tonight? Yep, apparently so. I just had to get that information you were going to give me. That's why I came here. It was the only lead I had left. This here is Point X, so that must mean... The mark the police were waiting for was me? So what are you going to do now? I mean, you fulfilled your goal, right? You found out who shot you. Are you going to get revenge? That'd be easy enough to do. All you have to do is not save me. Is this the ending I was hoping for? Had I unraveled all the mysteries of me? What am I going to do now? I'm going to save you, that's what. You are? I want to know everything. Who I was, why I was killed. And I'd like to know who those guys are, too. I want answers, and I'm gonna find them. But to do that, I'm gonna need your help. Okay. I won't say thank you. Not yet. And I won't say I'm sorry, either. But I'll help see to it that you get your answers. Good. Now I think it's time to go back to the past. Can't leave you lying flattened under a huge chunk of chicken forever, that, after all. Yes. We're going back to the past. To Well, I mean, I wouldn't call this a game that sucks ass.
The note said the chicken kitchen, 10 o'clock. I wonder who that pointy-haired man was going to meet here. What's this?
Had enough with games that you hate. Let's talk about some games that are great. I'd rather let the people know about the underrated classics of old than bitch and cuss about shitty games like it's been done a million times before.
Where's my chicken? Can I eat that thing?
Damn. Saved herself and the waitress from getting hit by the truck, only to get flattened by a... You're just going bigger and better with each new death, aren't you?
Leave me alone. Can I help it if I got tired of dying the usual ways?
But I'll say this. It was a death any detective could be proud of.
Huh? What makes you say that?
The way you saved somebody else before dying yourself.
Oh, that waitress? The one with the chicken on her head?
The next time you put a chicken on your head, you should try one about the size of the waitress's.
I'll make a note of that for next time.
But anyway, if you hadn't tried to save that waitress, you'd still be alive.
I couldn't help it. You know, the detective thing and all. I wasn't able to save that poor van driver, though.
At that speed, he must have died instantly. Well, we can't let a heroic detective like you stay dead. The root of this whole disaster is clear. The only question is, how do I stop it?
Okay, let's get started.
If you're going to call me anything, at least try to make it my name, Sissel.
Sorry about that. I'm really bad with names.
The future of this lady's career as a detective looks pretty bleak. Let's take a look at that note.
You wrote this note, right?
I think so, but I don't remember.
10 o'clock? That means it's already time for you to be meeting with whoever it is. Now that I think about it, whoever you were supposed to meet might already be here.
You're the detective. Shouldn't you have checked that when you got here?
Oh yeah, sorry. The chicken at this restaurant is really good, so, you know.
No, I don't know.
Maybe we should take a look around the rest of the restaurant.
It's no use. I can't read what it says.
Let's see. Oh, hey. Now I remember what that sign says. If you'd like some water, please ring the bell 3 times.
3 times?
Yeah, the waitress doesn't bring any water if you only ring the bell once. She said those are the rules, apparently. I said, apparently? What do you mean, apparently? Don't you work here?
Quite a stickler for the details, this detective. Alright, let's try ringing the bell 3 times then. Damn, she just brings it in like a kettle. You want more water?
Huh? Oh, sorry, I didn't ring the bell. What's this more water bit? Oh well, come on, this is your 3rd glass. Oh, okay, I get it. This was a little dig, wasn't it? Kinda like, hey, where's my food, right? No, not at all. Besides, I didn't ring it. but I would like to see you bring me my chicken soon. Duly noted. In the meantime, enjoy a nice glass of water.
Yeah, you drink that water, you thirsty girl.
Okay.
Damn, this place is pretty fancy for, you know, just a chicken place. This is one big trunk. Seems pretty heavy, too.
It's very suspicious. And red. Hey, let's see what's in it.
Sorry, but that's not possible. It's locked.
Darn. I wanted to see what's inside. Here you go.
Damn, can't reach. I can't possess the chicken? I guess that makes sense. It used to be alive, after all. So, you know, unless I can go back to 4 minutes before the chicken's death. You know, maybe I should have possessed the... Yeah, I know what you're gonna say. Yeah, maybe I should have stayed in possession of the suitcase and just, waited for something to happen with that. Trick time! Okay. Stay in possession of the suitcase, or... Okay, so I can't reach those anyway. So yeah, I think the suitcase is, I think the suitcase is the way to go. So what do you think, my dear beauty? Do you really think we can trust this deal?
Who knows? It's not our job to think about that. But those incidents did happen in this country, just as he predicted.
Yes, and they were pretty amusing too, weren't they? That fellow who sang out national secrets during a live TV broadcast.
The man who laid siege to the Metro Police Department, taking the top dog hostage.
But what if he double-crosses us? It wouldn't be pretty.
No. He needs this deal too. And we've accepted all his conditions as well.
Yes, and thanks to that, we have to be here on this extra little assignment. But as long as I'm paired up with you, beauty, I don't mind.
How do these two... How do they know about the cases at the special prison?
Special prison?
The guy who sang national secrets, the man who held siege to Metro Police. Those cases are classified information.
I've heard about both of those cases, and recently too.
The perpetrators in those cases are being held at a special facility. That's what the special prison is, but it's not known about by the general public.
So prisoner D99, Detective Joad, is one of those special cases too, huh? These two are talking about the very same cases I heard about just tonight. That couldn't be just coincidence, could it? What is it, beauty?
Why don't we move to a different spot? That table in the back looks good.
Now you're talking, beauty, my dear. Just what I've been waiting for. A quiet, secluded spot, just the two of us. I wouldn't object to that.
All of a sudden, I get this feeling somebody is eavesdropping. My sixth sense is very strong, you know.
That's all right, my dear.
You don't have to make excuses. Off we go, across the bridge of poultry to the land of love.
And they just leave the suitcase behind. Well, I couldn't have possessed the chicken anyway, so...
What just happened? Did she sense we were here?
What, with her sixth sense? Haha.
But, you know, I have some pretty amazing powers myself.
Yeah? Like what?
Like if there's chicken nearby, I can tell right away.
That's called a sense of smell. But anyway, at least the situation has changed a little bit now.
I don't believe in a sixth sense. It's not scientific.
Says the ghost.
But come to think of it, we've been left behind, haven't we?
Looks that way.
Not having legs is even more inconvenient than I thought it would be. But what are we gonna do now? They're all the way over there. I'm telling you, we'd better shake a leg or we're gonna miss what they're saying.
It'd be pretty hard to shake a leg, not having legs and all. They're still talking about something.
I want to hear.
Me too. Alright. There's the glass. Bottle dispenser. Oh shit.
So I was wondering, we're not stuck over here by any chance, are we?
We just might be.
Okay, well, I have two thoughts. Number one, if we want to get over to where those two are, we have to use this red trunk they forgot somehow.
Sounds about right. What's your other thought?
It doesn't look like this blue-haired bartender is going to be much help.
So I guess we have to find somebody who can help then. Well, before that, let's unbreak the cup. I'm going to restore that cup to its original ingredients. Alright. So yeah, you know, the cup might come into play.
You rang? Oh, I get it. You saw that couple over there and started to get lonely, right? And so you decided to call me. Aw, that's so sweet.
Forgive me, but I didn't ring for anybody.
What?
Now, could you please not stand in my light, please? I can't see my glass properly.
I've been working here for 2 days and I've been waiting this whole time for you to notice me. Now, could you stop trying to shake me up and just stick to shaking cocktails? She has a surprisingly short career with this place.
Maybe if I...
Oh, you just broke that glass. Just like you did my heart.
A broken glass can never be put back the way it was. Just leave it there.
You can't just leave it. Somebody might get hurt. Does this trunk belong to that couple over there?
The only thing we allow customers to lose here are their cares. Miss, please go and let them know about the trunk, if you would be so kind.
How gallant of you. I just might fall for you, you know.
Odd girl. I agree.
Me too.
Okay. Let's possess the suitcase. Ah, shit, I can't reach it now. Well, guess all we can do in the meantime is ring the bell.
Well, goodbye. I've been working here for 2 days and I've had my eye on you the whole time. I think this might be my last night working here, though. It's been fun. I guess she's leaving this place with her surprisingly short career intact.
Oh, good. He put down a new glass. That's right. Of all the things to forget, it would have been pretty. It wouldn't have been pretty if I forgot this. Yeah, that's right. Pick up that trunk, little man.
Here we are, finally.
I feel kind of bad about eavesdropping, though.
Not me. I mean, we just delivered their lost trunk to them, after all. They owe us at least that much.
What kind of detective says something like that? Okay. Oh, I was gonna be like, oh, now I can possess the chicken. Swing that light from side to side. Well, guess I'll just keep swinging until, okay. I can't believe I forgot the trunk of all things. With such a small body, you probably only have a small brain to match. Ouch, that hurts, Beauty. But that's okay. That's what I love about you.
That's what he loves about her?
I don't get it either. Now, where were we? Oh, right. Who to invite to the wedding? If we got married, that is, of course. We can talk about that when we're alone. But aren't we alone now, Beauty?
Huh? Do you think she senses our presence again?
I spy a ladybug. A ladybug? I just hate little bugs. Oh shit.
What? After all that trouble, it happened anyway?
It looks that way, yes. But it's not over yet, though.
It's not? What are you talking about?
You're not dead yet.
No, but I'm going to be in just a few seconds.
But before that happens, maybe there's something we can do from here. Okay. Let's do this. Ah, damn, can't reach. Oh, now I can. Damn. Okay. Yeah, save the van driver. Hello? Looks like he's unconscious.
Excuse me, could you wake up for a second, please?
Pushy as ever, this detective. One thing I've learned is that the newly dead stay unconscious for a little while at first.
Huh?
I was like that, and you were like that, too.
Oh yeah, I guess you're right.
Anyway, if we restart the flow of time now, you'll die.
Yeah, I know.
Why don't we try going back even further in time?
What? Even further? But how?
Simple. We go back to 4 minutes before the death of this poor driver here.
You can do that?
I've never tried it before, so I don't know how it'll go, but if we can erase the driver's death, that should erase your death, too.
Oh, wow.
I can't think of any other way. Let's try it. What the? That's Lynn, our rookie detective. What's she doing at Point X? Could it be just a coincidence? Now, we just got an APB on her a little while ago. Something about an extremely important case's extremely important witness, currently extremely on the run. Now what? Should I report this to Inspector Cabanella? They told us to stay off the radio unless it was an emergency, but I think I'd better call this in. Poor Lynn. Wonder what she did this time. Inspector Cabanella is pretty protective when it comes to Lynn. He'd want to know. What's the matter? Alright, fine. This is Point X. Idiot. Yes, sir, I'll go get her. The static is awful. I can't believe I forgot the trunk of all things. With such a small body, you probably only have a small brain to match. Ouch, that hurts, Beauty. But that's okay. That's what I love about you. What the heck is this? I spy a ladybug. A ladybug? I just hate little bugs. I can't hear very well. So we gotta get those headphones off of him. Wow, the van driver was a detective. Looks like it. I noticed something, though. That conversation he was listening to just before the crash. I remember hearing it before. You're right. We just heard it a few minutes ago, didn't we? Just after that conversation, the detective suddenly passed out. What happened, I wonder? We already know the answer. We saw what happened at the restaurant. She burned up the ladybug. Sometimes when a high-tech bug like that is destroyed, it emits a loud signal. Loud enough to knock a person out if they were listening to it through headphones. So that's why the detective passed out, huh? Bingo. Now let's stop it from happening. Hey, this is the place that white-suited inspector phoned tonight. This is the parking lot of the park on the east side of town. It's been years. You know this park? Yeah, I used to play here a lot when I was little. But then one day, I swore I'd never set foot in this park ever again. Whoa. Those are some really deep, dark feelings there. I wonder what happened. Hold it. Don't give me that a ghost doesn't have a foot to set bit. It's just a figure of speech. What kind of nitpicker do you think I am? Anyway, whatever. Let's get started. Okay, let's do that. I won't press her about that other thing right now. Okay. I guess for now we'll recline the seat. What the? Okay, can't really do much of that. Guess we'll turn on the siren then. Doesn't look like the detective's going to come.
Might as well turn it off. It's pretty loud.
Oh. They told us to stay off the radio unless it was an emergency, but I'd better call this in. What does he mean this time?
Mind your own business. I like to do things my way, okay?
See if he comes in now. What are these doing here? Yeah, let's possess the binoculars. What's the matter?
Detective Wrench, this is Memory.
What's the matter? It's not time for your regular report.
Listen to this. There's a suspicious couple in the bar upstairs. I'm going to put a ladybug on them.
A ladybug? You mean a listening device? Don't do anything to blow our cover. Inspector Cabanella will be furious.
But they're doing all kinds of suspicious whispering. We have to find out what they're saying. You can pick up the signal from your van. Check out their conversation for me, would you?
Alright, fine. Once you get going on something, I know there's no stopping you.
Thanks. Later, then.
Hold on. Did you see a customer come in just now? A young woman with red hair and red boots?
Oh, yeah, that restless, suspicious chick. Sure.
Suspicious?
I mean, come on. As soon as she sat down, she ordered 3 glasses of water in a row. And she spilled the second glass on the table.
Okay, fine. Keep your eye on her, too, if you would.
You got it. Oh, wow. That waitress was an undercover agent.
And she apparently thought you were pretty suspicious, too.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. That was really thirsty, you know?
No. I don't know.
Anyway, did you hear what I heard about the listening device? We have to do something about that bug.
So should we stay here or follow up on the waitress? Looks like it's time to make a decision. Yeah, let's go there. Maybe we can stop her from planting the bug.
Hey, look where we are.
The heart of the chicken kitchen, eh?
Yep. Or as most people say, the kitchen.
I hope the key to preventing that accident is here somewhere.
Oh, I bet it will be. You know what they say. Where there's smoke and chicken, there's fire.
Now that you mention it, it is pretty smoky in here. Yeah, probably because the chef is frying whole chickens in a frying pan. That probably turns on the fan. What's wrong? I can't seem to raise this switch. It won't budge.
Yeah, well, not surprising, considering this whole place is sticky with grease. I bet it must be stuck.
Yeah, it does feel pretty sticky. But if the switch were already raised, I bet I could manage to lower it.
Hey, look what she's doing. Do you think that could be...
Yeah, she's probably planting the ladybug. Now that I think about it, It's this waitress's meddling that starts the whole chain of events.
The detective wouldn't have gotten his ears blown out and wouldn't have crashed.
In other words, we're witnessing it with our own eyes. The cause of a huge disaster slowly being planted in a chicken.
Yeah, I just had a good idea.
About what to do about the ladybug?
No, I was thinking we could let her get crushed under the chicken instead of me.
I can't tell if you're kidding. At any rate, now we've seen the root cause of the accident.
And all we have to do now is think of a way to take care of it.
Okay, let's move that shirt over there. I don't know what a clothesline is doing in a kitchen. Seems like it. Seems like the shirt would get dirtier that way, but
okay. Don't rock the pot. It's smoky in here.
okay, so we gotta find some way to stop her. I guess for now I'll turn off the thing. Oh. Okay, let's see what that pedal does.
Hey, what's up with this lazy Susan? It's acting up today. Maybe it's out of sorts because I was spinning around on it yesterday.
Interesting thing to do for a lady her age.
Maybe it's out of sorts? How about thinking maybe it might be broken?
But it really isn't broken. It's just us ghosts. Yeah, just stall for time until the driver gets here. Okay. How about we distract her? Okay, so while she's turning the fan back on, switch the chickens.
There, all set.
There, how about that?
The ladybug is still sitting on the table. We did it.
Thou art so beautiful, chicken. What the heck is this? Well, looks like you've escaped the fate of being hammered by hammered by your horrible hen.
Yes, but I still haven't escaped the worst darkness of this terrible night. I shot you, didn't I?
There must have been some complicated set of circumstances that made you do it.
It's never okay to shoot a person, no matter what the circumstances.
Hey, shouldn't that be my line? But anyway, you were investigating a case, and I was supposed to give you information on that case. Maybe it's time you told me about it. Tell me about the case you're looking into.
Yes, I guess I should. But let's go back to the new present first.
Okay, sure. Back in the new present, the delicious aroma of chicken fills the air, but I'm still thinking about Lynn. Wonder if she's still waiting for her chicken to be served. I decided to go see her and ask the questions that were still consuming me. Okay, guess I'll wait for the chef to sauce the chicken.
Like that.
There we go. Into the dining room. The disastrous accident has been completely erased. Once again, I've saved the red-headed detective from death. Saved Lynn, the criminal who stole my life. One question in particular hangs heavy on my mind. Why did she shoot me? Until I know the answer, I'll never be satisfied. Meanwhile, Lynn's appetite is apparently foremost in her mind. A golden brown chicken sits at the table in front of her. Until she eats the whole thing, she'll probably never be satisfied. Well, let's get over there. Can't reach.
Oh, didn't know you were here, Detective Renge. Come to see me, did you? Aw, that's so sweet.
Oh, hi, Memory. Just don't mind us. Just pretend we're not here.
Why don't you try some chicken while you're here?
No thanks. Just watching Lynn eat is good enough for me.
So, how'd it turn out with my ladybug?
Oh, that listening device? Well, let's see. I thought the gentleman had a very nice singing voice. Sorry, but we're in the middle of an important talk. Could you leave us to it?
No, stay right there. Huh? I'm at the crucial moment with this chicken here. I'll need you to pour me some water if it starts going down wrong.
Lynn, you don't have to risk your life over chicken, you know. He's right. Sheesh. Anyway, I better move now while I still have the chance. Go! That's funny. Even though I just saved that detective, he doesn't have a core. Not like the one Lynn has, or that valiant little donkey, Missile. But I thought the ones I save are supposed to develop a core when they're alive again. I guess I still have things to learn about these powers of the dead.
Well, I'm heading back. Lots of things to do, you know.
Yeah, like washing dishes and planting bugs.
Someday I'll plant a big one on you, Detective.
Odd girl.
I agree.
Me too. Listen, Lynn. You've explained your side, and I understand, but there's an APB out on you. Can't you at least hurry up and get out of here? You know, slip away quietly?
No can do. I'm meeting somebody here.
Meeting somebody? Oh yeah, that's right. The little lady Camilla. Why do you have to meet somebody here? The Special Investigation Unit's watching this restaurant. Now, how can that be a coincidence?
I don't know, but it is a coincidence.
Hey, is it true what they say? That you're still looking into Detective Jode's case on your own? Inspector Cabanella's worried about you, you know? I understand how you feel, but just don't do anything crazy, okay? Oh, right. So how's that chick you've been waiting so long for?
It's great. But, you know, with Detective Ringe, that's his name, by the way, sitting right across from me. I mean, he was just dead a few moments ago, right? That's kind of taken the edge off my appetite.
Oh, brother.
But he's a great guy. He understands my situation, he said. He's going to give me a pass just for tonight.
Speaking of Detective Ringe, I noticed something strange. He doesn't have a core now.
He doesn't?
I thought a core was supposed to show up once I saved somebody.
I wonder if... When you possessed his corpse, he was unconscious, right?
Unconscious? Yeah, he was, wasn't he? Just like you. You were unconscious the first time I saved you, too. And after I saved you, you didn't have a core either.
So for people who are unconscious when you save them, no core shows up. I think that's probably what it is.
You might be right. Okay, I'll leave Ringe to you then. But I've still got lots of questions for you.
Yeah, I thought you would.
Let's get started then. What's your connection to prisoner D99, Detective Jode? He seems like more than just a coworker.
Yeah, I suppose you have the right to know. Detective Jode is my hero.
Hero, huh? You don't hear that word much anymore.
Well, it's kind of old-fashioned. It's an old-fashioned, heroic kind of story. It happened 10 years ago.
I think that's Jode. Now just calm down and drop that weapon. Stay back. If you come any closer, I'll shoot her.
On that day, 10 years ago, I was playing in my favorite park. And then, suddenly, someone grabbed my arm from behind. I was so scared, I thought I was going to die. And then... he appeared, Detective Jode. And that really loud sound, I think it was the sound of a gun. I passed out. When I came to...
You're alright now. Are you hurt?
You saved me, mister?
I was just doing my job. The gods, they're the ones who saved you.
What's your job, mister?
Me? I'm a police detective. So that's why you became a detective, huh?
That's right. He was my ideal of what a detective was all about.
But an ideal detective doesn't shoot and kill his own wife.
Exactly. And that's why I want to prove that he didn't. Detective Ringe works for the Special Investigation Unit. He said an important deal is set to go down tonight at this restaurant. A deal that could affect the future of our nation.
A nation isn't something that's easily influenced, though.
But that's what he said. Anyway, it's that couple at the upstairs table. I hear that they're foreigners. They're waiting for the other party in this deal to show up now.
Those two, huh? They certainly are an odd pair. Is this other party they're waiting for me?
It's kind of hard to imagine, isn't it? Nobody really knows the details of the deal except for one person.
Mr. Breezy Dancer in a white suit.
They say he's been watching the movements of those two for a long time. I've never seen him work so frantically on an investigation before.
Inspector Cabanela, huh? Apparently a real favorite of his.
A favorite? Yes, well, there's a reason for that.
And what's that?
Inspector Cabanela and Detective Jode were good friends.
Yeah, I think I remember the prison guard saying something about that.
They joined the detective division the very same day.
Oh, he's got a green coat like Gumshoe.
They're two very different types, but they're always in friendly competition to be the best. Detective Jode was always very particular about thorough investigation of the crime scene. Inspector Cabanela, well, I guess he just has a natural genius for investigating. Anyway, those two led the detective division in those days. But Inspector Cabanela is different now. He changed a little.
He changed?
Ever since the Detective Jode incident. Now he distances himself from fieldwork. He's starting to focus on nothing but moving up the ladder.
So that's how he became head of the Special Investigation Unit, I take it.
Anyway, Inspector Cabanela took me under his wing.
Because you were that little girl his good friend had saved, huh?
He really looked out for me, helping me study for my detective's exam, fudging my exam scores for me.
That goes a little beyond the scope of looking out for you. Inspector Cabanela, huh? I wonder what role he plays in everything that's happening tonight.
It sure is taking Camilla long enough. She should have been here by now. I'm getting really worried.
You two are like sisters, aren't you? That's what Camilla said.
Yep, that about sums it up.
It doesn't look like being worried affected your appetite much, though.
Hey, the bigger the crisis, the more a girl's gotta eat. I have to make sure Camilla stays safe, no matter what. Camilla and that music box, too.
Music box? Oh yeah, the wooden box.
That box was a present from Detective Jode.
From Detective Jode?
Yes. It was 5 years ago. That box arrived 3 days after that murder incident. He must have sent it just before he was arrested. Someday, when the case is over and everything's settled, I want you to give this to a certain person, he said.
So what's inside?
I don't know. I can't open it.
That's a shame.
Sissel, Did I really shoot you?
Where'd that come from out of the blue?
I really don't remember. I've tried and tried, but I just can't. Now I finally understand how you must feel. And how hard it is to have your memory gone, your story erased.
But who knows? Knowing the truth might be even harder.
I'd rather believe there's hope myself. That was great. Do I have chicken on my face? You're staring. I bet you're thinking about how impressed you are with the way I took care of that chicken.
Just tell me one thing. This case you say you're looking into, is it Detective Jode's?
What if it was?
I can't keep it from you. It's too cruel.
Huh? What are you talking about?
I'm sorry, Lynn. It's tonight. Detective Jode's, it's tonight. His execution.
But there's still time. I looked into it and I found out all the executions in this country are carried out at dawn.
That may be the norm, but not this time, I'm afraid.
What?
The execution is set for 11 p.m.
What'd you say?
It's going to happen pretty soon.
Isn't there anything we can do to stop it?
Of course not. It's too late now. Not without a stay of execution from the Justice Minister.
I'm going to see him then.
What? See who?
Who else? The Justice Minister.
Don't be ridiculous. There's not enough time.
I'm going. Sissel.
Me?
Get to the prison. Stop that execution.
Easy enough for you to say.
Detective Ringe, I'll be going now.
Okay. I'll let you go this time. I'll tell him I was distracted because I was eating chicken. Is there anything else I can do?
Did you find Camilla? She's supposed to be on her way here.
Oh, you little Camilla? Okay, you got it. I'll look for her.
Okay, you know what to do, Sissel. You have to save Detective Jode.
The life of yet another person I'm connected to is about to end tonight. Could it be a coincidence? Or is there something more behind it all? Detective Jode is destined to be executed tonight. I don't know what fate is... I don't know if that fate is the wrong one for him or the right one, but I've decided to go to the prison anyway. Whew! That was a long one. Holy shit! I think that's our first hour-long episode in this playthrough. But yeah, as usual, if you enjoyed this video, then no further actions required on your part, and we'll see you next episode.